Hey there, Postal here. So today we're taking on a MiG-9. We are in a Tier 9 battle. Got Spitfire 14 we'll need to watch out for. And we got an ME-1099, which could actually be kind of a pain in the butt. So what is this plane? This is a high-altitude speed fighter. Not a lot of maneuverability. I mean, you've got more maneuverability than, you know, heavy fighters. But this is one of those planes that like can get caught out by bat wings and Jawas, and so you just need to be mindful of what's going on around you, what kind of situation you're trying to get yourself stuck into. Don't do what Postal does every single time, where he boosts into a sector just to be the only guy there to be shot at. So this plane has two 23mm cannons and a nice size 37mm cannon on the front of here. That overheats way too quickly. Well, what does that mean? Well, it means it's actually quite good against heavy planes like these. The accuracy of this 37mm cannon is a little bit wonky. But versus, you know, the heavy aircraft, it's not really a big deal. So let's go ahead and move along to our... yeah, I guess we better head to the center. See what we can do here. Get our boost on. Get up to a reasonable speed. Catching up to that RB-17. What do we got going on down here? We don't want to get ourselves into a turn fight. It's just going to lead to death. Just the 23mm cannons. SU-9. There we go. Tempest. Ah, shoot, that's a mountain. Way too quick on that dive. Leads us to being a lawn dart. So they should have gotten... No, they didn't get the center yet. Alright, I wonder if this map is actually accurate here. I guess I'm going to head here to defend a little bit, because I assume this is their Tier 9 ground attacker. In the meantime, we're going to send people that way. Let's get the heavy fighter first. See what we can do. So... there we go. Nice. This is not our 1099, friends. It's just a 329 that decided to come all the way across the map. Let's try not to lawn dart again. No promises, no, of course. Yeah, these guns overheating are like the bane of my existence. Two RB-17s, okay. Good to know. Trying to not overheat my 37mm cannon. So you see, I'm sometimes just holding down my secondary guns, letting my 37mm cannons cool off. Go. All right, can we get that missile base? Can we? Maybe. Fingers crossed. Man, we're in all kinds of trouble here, aren't we? I don't know why the air defense aircraft is so freaking far outside Is that guy AFK? Or is he just being a jerk? Alright, so... Come on, guys. We can do this. Indeed, yes we can. Got the center here. Let's keep on moving to there.
We are controlling the military bases.
Perfect.
Give the enemy a
That's a
hard
nice little
time.
turnaround. Get up and out here. SU-9 I can definitely outmaneuver. Whereas a Tempest I almost certainly cannot. Still having struggles with... Oh, come on. How's a Tempest that far away from me? Still having struggles with actually getting my cannons to connect against that SU-9. So you can see what
Air supremacy achieved.
struggles these cannons can have sometimes. Which is why I tend to go for heavier targets. I'd hate to like start trying to kill this Tempest and have him just like turn around on me and me not able to hit him at all. Fairly confident that we'll take care of him here, considering his low hit points. Let's go ahead and get rid of that dude right
Be
there.
advised, a line of thunderstorms is approaching. We'll soon be unable to provide support. Do you copy? Over.
If at all possible. Yeah, just got to boost away at this point. Turn back around. Is Spitfire coming back? Yes, he is. Cool off my guns.
There's a heavy storm here.
That was bad timing on his part.
Into base. Do
Should
you
have just
copy?
gone straight at me and either died early or killed me. But I guess it's a chance you take. Ah, no. It's not the chance I want to take. Let's see what we can do here. Don't really want to actually capture this sector, to be honest, so let's head back to the center.
Way to go. Victory is close.
We've actually got another Spitfire. This is what I mean by, like, if the target's just being too wiggly, then it can certainly cause just some frustration. Letting them get some sectors so we can get some additional time here. Up and over, gravity assisted turn basically. Oh, got ourselves coasted up, nice. Keep on keeping on. I always do like to get the old coast. We've got some heavy fighters inbound here, and I think this will actually be enough for me to specialize the plane after this battle, which will be really, really nice. Because just kind of, as much as I do like this plane, and I do, the guns drive me freaking crazy. And I'd really, 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 really like to have some sort of equipment on the guns themselves. Can we get ourselves another kill? Yes, we can. Got the ace! Nice! That's one way to turn it around, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some room for improvement as far as my tactics were concerned, but ended up being a pretty darn good game. Let's head back. Alright, so we were able to have a pretty good influence on that battle. I forgot, like I was so focused on the enemy team, I forgot we had actually had a Ju-288C on our team. I was so focused on making sure that we were able to counter this guy so that we didn't get stomped on, when the reality is we've got the two of us versus the two of them. And so, yeah, it wasn't necessarily going to be a situation where I desperately needed to be capping and killing this guy. I just needed to make sure we held the line and put myself where I needed to be to get the win, either defending a sector or capping a sector. That's one thing I do like about the MiG-9, is it's good at both of those things. Granted, it is not a turn fighter. You're not going to be able to like dogfight your way through a you're not going to be able to like dogfight on a hornet's nest your way through a sector, but you can definitely boom and zoom pretty darn well. And now I've just specialized this plane, so we're going to go into detail on how I'm going to get this plane set up. Got 20 kills in this particular battle. Got a bunch of... Man, I always like getting the coasted up. Always makes me feel good. Anyway. So we're going to specialize this plane, are we? So this is like kind of a mission of mine just across the board. I really don't have a lot of specialized planes. And so my goal is to start specializing those planes. So first and foremost, let's get back on here what we already had. Not lightweight. That was not what I meant. I meant polished skin. Thank you. Come again. On the engine, we had upgraded engine. Consumables. This plane just doesn't catch on fire very often, so there's no purpose to that. Pneumatic control assist for sure. Engine restart is what I had on here. The last few games I haven't had a need for it, but I'm going to trust my former self and say that I probably need that engine restart. The engines like this that tend to kind of bubble out do tend to get knocked out more often than not. But again, the last few games I haven't had the engine get knocked out very often. But I'm still going to go with that. If in the future I decide I do not need the manual engine restart, then I'll go to the improved mixture control. This plane is all about the speed. So yeah, we'll see what we can do there. I really don't like the combined injection boost system for a light fighter. The reason being is you lose your boost availability, and I really like having my boost availability. That being said, there's some pretty good bonus characteristics on this. Engine cooldown rate by 15%. So why don't we toss that on there for right now? We'll see how that goes. And reinforced ball carriers is definitely what I'm going to be using on this plane. It's just like the burst length is absolutely driving me crazy, or the lack thereof. What plane is this on? Does this tell me what plane it's on? Doesn't. Oh well. So we're going to go ahead and purchase some freaking reinforced ball carriers on here. And we're going to enhance. We're going to get everything up to purple. A cooldown rate. Oh, perfect. Even better. An accuracy buff sure would be nice as well. Rate of fire and the cooldown rate. All right, we'll take it. That's just going to put out a lot of damage as quickly as possible for as long as possible. Let's go ahead and enhance this as well. Engine cooldown rate even better. Like the engine cooldown rate on this seems to be set up really, really well. Oh no, I don't need to calibrate. Do not calibrate until I get legendary. We'll enhance. Enhancing acceleration while diving, yaw maneuverability. Neither of those are really like super swell or anything like that. And let's go ahead and enhance this. See if we can help counter some of that accuracy. We got a chance of inflicting critical damage. All right, so we've kind of. I mean, the polished skin really sucks. I might change that out really quick. But we've got a chance of inflicting critical damage boosted by 15%. The accuracy is boosted by 11. That's going to help counter the accuracy nerf that the reinforced bulk carriers have, but the burst length is significantly increased. Your cooldown rate and rate of fire is increased as well. Here we've got the uprated engine, excuse me. Engine cooldown rate is helped, which is always nice. We've got engine cooldown rate, super helped here. So the engine cooldown rate is 20%, which is pretty significant. So I'm actually going to hang on to this gas turbine just to see what it does for me in the MiG-9. And yeah, the polished skin is the only one that I'm really like, what are my options here? Can I reassemble? What other options do we have? Acceleration while diving, and cruise speed. Well, never mind. Acceleration while diving is helpful. Cruise speed would be the most helpful of those. Just 1 second, Mr. Cinco de Mayo. So we'll stick with that. Let's go ahead and apply. And I believe this is going to be my best setup. Again, accuracy was never like the trump card of this particular plane. Just the burst length of the guns. Keep in mind, I've only got a 5-point pilot, so you've got Engine Guru 1 and you've got Marksman 1 on here. I need to get, once I get my next point, I'm going to be putting on Aerodynamics Expert. That's going to help the airspeed even more, considering, actually, you know what? So I actually just changed from Engine Guru 1 to Aerodynamics Expert. Now that we've got 3 different equipment slots that are working towards speed, that boosted my airspeed from 83 to 87. Yeah, so this thing should be a heck of a lot faster. And when I get my next point here, we'll see what our next... honestly, I probably want to get Marksman 2 as my next item on here, just to help with moving targets. And we'll just kind of see how that goes. So I'm actually really excited to try to play this plane again right now, because just moving from a standard aircraft to a specialized aircraft might make a huge difference on this gameplay. But this is how I've got mine set up. I imagine it's going to be pretty darn awesome. Do you guys happen to have the MiG-9, and if so, how do you have yours set up? Do you prioritize a specific skill point on your pilot before Aerodynamic Expert once you've got it specialized? I find that especially with 3 equipment slots, 40% on each one of those makes a huge difference on the airspeed or maneuverability, whatever you happen to be buffing. And so yeah, I'm finding that as my go-to right now. Otherwise, this plane's already strong, as you just saw. Specialized, this plane is going to get ridiculous. And I'm really looking forward to, considering a tier 9, that I'm not even fully maxed out on this, and I'm almost a 90 on my airspeed. I think it's going to be pretty significant. I'm sure there's quite a few people that are probably pushing, I don't want to say they're pushing 100, but there's definitely people that are going to be around 95 or above on the airspeed on the MiG-9 if they wanted to. Anyway, I'm excited. Hope you guys are excited, and I hope you enjoyed this gameplay, and have a great day. Bye.